let's get into a couple of sleepers, guys who I think have maybe a little bit more of an outside chance to lead Syracuse in scoring next year. Let's start off talking about Donnie Freeman, shall we? Donnie Freeman is a sleeper to lead Syracuse basketball in scoring next year. He is a consensus top 15 prospect, 5-star recruit overall across every single service out there. And he is ranked as high as the 6th overall player in the country on On3 and ESPN. So this guy is highly touted, okay? He is the highest ranked Syracuse recruit since Carmelo Anthony in 2002. It's been over 2 decades since Syracuse has had someone better than Donnie Freeman step into their doors from high school. That's how good Donnie Freeman is. He is known for being a 3-level scorer, at least at the high school level. That means he can score in the paint, he can score from the mid-range, and he can score from three-point land, which was demonstrated in the All-American game when he hit 2 3-pointers. And he's a 6'9" forward. 3-level scorer at 6'9". I know he's a freshman, 18 years old. It's not easy, but at the same time, last year he shot 53% in high school, which was top 10 in the league. He averaged over 15 points per game, which was also top 10 in the league. Donnie Freeman is an elite scorer in high school. Now, I get it's high school, and he's going to be a true freshman, but at the same time, number 6 overall player in the country. And by the way, he projects to be the starting power forward. So I think he's going to get the playing time. Now, I think you guys might be asking the question, when was the last time a Syracuse freshman led the team in scoring? And I looked it up. I got the answer for you. It's been a while. Okay, it's been a while. Not quite 2 decades, but kind of close. The last Syracuse freshman to lead the team in scoring is Donte Greene in 2007-2008. He averaged about 18 points per game. He was a one-and-done player and was drafted in the first round of the NBA draft. That is the last time a Syracuse freshman has led the team in scoring. And by the way, Donte Greene was just inside the top 20 when he was coming out of high school into Syracuse. Judah Mintz was actually super close to doing it as well. Like super duper close. He came within about 1/10 of a point per game behind Joe Girard for leading the team in scoring just a couple years ago. But he didn't do it. So the last freshman to lead Syracuse in scoring is Donte Greene. Maybe I'm being unfair to Donnie Freeman suggesting he can lead the team in scoring. But here's the reality. He is the second best high schooler entering the ACC. The second best in the conference. You want to know who's number 1? It just happens to be Cooper Flagg at Duke, the number 1 overall player in the country. That's it. That is the only freshman in the ACC that is ranked higher than Donnie Freeman. Donnie Freeman should, at minimum, be in contention for ACC Rookie of the Year or ACC Freshman of the Year, whatever they call it these days. And he has a chance to lead Syracuse in scoring. I think a fair expectation is at least 10 points per game, and 10 points per game wouldn't be enough. But he can maybe tick towards 12 to 13, maybe 14, 15 in that range. Perhaps he can lead Syracuse in scoring next season because he does have that capability to do it as a 3-level scorer. Now, Chris Bell is another player who has a maybe more than an outside chance of leading Syracuse in scoring next season. He's entering his 3rd year on the Hill. Last year, he was 3rd on the team in scoring with 12 points per game, which is pretty good. He was second in the ACC in 3-point percentage at 42%. Think about that for a second. 42% from 3, second in the conference. He is not a complete scorer like a J.J. Starling or what Donnie Freeman is being built up to be. But he does have one thing those guys don't, and that is the ability to shoot the basketball at an extremely high level. Not just a average level, a good level, an extremely high level. So I believe there is a chance that Chris Bell can lead this team in scoring because he has that capability to go completely bonkers. Remember last season when he hit 8 3-pointers in 1 half? That came, I believe, on the road against NC State. Remember that? He has that capability. Last year, he hit at least 3 3-pointers in a game, which if you hit 3 3-pointers, that's already 9 points. He did that in about half the games that Syracuse was in. About half. It was slightly less. I believe 15 out of 32 possible games. He hit at least 3-pointers. That's a lot of points, right? And there were some games he hit 4. Some games he hit 5. A couple times he hit 8 3-pointers in a game. So if he has a few more spike games, maybe a few more games where he hits at least 3 triples, he could very well lead the team in scoring. And he's not really a complete scorer. But because he can shoot the ball at such an elite level, there's a possibility he can do it. He's not even going to have the most shots on the team next season. I would be surprised if Chris Bell had the most shot attempts on the team. But because of his ability to shoot, there is a chance he could lead the team in scoring next year.